Revenge films.
My name is Maria. I live with my husband, Henry, and our daughter in preschool, Sarah. I'm a full-time housewife, and I was very friendly with the fellow moms at the preschool. I was always looking forward to our regularly scheduled lunch parties. However, there was just one fellow mom that I wasn't fond of. That would be Karen. Karen was self-centered, and she would often come over to my house unannounced and leave her child with us. And it wasn't rare for her to come home very late at night to pick them up.
Hello?
Karen, what's the matter all of a sudden?
Can you watch my kid again today?
I can't. You said the same thing the other day, and you didn't come get her until midnight. My husband has work tomorrow, so we really can't.
Oh, come on, don't say that. You're the only person I can ask, Maria.
I'm telling you no means no.
I see. Actually, my mom is hospitalized right now and things are really difficult. My husband is so busy with work that he comes home late. I really want to support my mom, but if you can't, then I guess there's nothing I can do.
Karen looked upset as she opened up about her situation at home, and I wasn't able to say no, so I ended up taking her daughter again. So that day, she didn't come pick up her daughter until midnight again.
Sorry, I was taking care of my mom and it got so late.
Don't you think this is a little too late? Looking after your child until this hour is pushing it. It causes us trouble too.
What was I supposed to do? Nursing her took longer than I expected.
Nursing her took longer? If your mom is in the hospital then, is there a need for you to be looking after her this late?
There's a lot more to it. Thanks for today. I'll have to ask you again.
That's really going to be difficult. I was sleep deprived because of Karen, and to be honest, it was extremely bothersome. I wasn't able to say no to Karen's pushy requests. And one day, when I was wondering what I could do about it, we decided to have a happy hour with the other moms. I knew that Karen wasn't going to attend, and when I talked to the other moms about what happened until now, there was a number of other moms that said that the same thing happened to them. Everybody gave them advice to firmly say no next time, so I decided that if it was going to happen again, I was going to refuse. On the way home from the happy hour, as a few of us were waiting for a taxi, we saw a figure that looked familiar, and that figure was Karen, who was a lot more dressed than usual. Not only that, but next to her was a figure of a young man. It happened so suddenly that we were all shocked, but we followed her so that she wouldn't notice us, and watched the two of them walk right into a hotel. One of the other moms took a video of that moment, and no matter how many times we watched it, there's no mistake that from every angle it was her. A few days later, without knowing anything, Karen showed up unannounced again to leave her daughter with me.
Hi, Maria. I'm going to leave my daughter with you again today. Oh, Nancy, let's play. Hey, Sarah, let's play.
Really? Again? Please cut it out already.
My mom isn't well, so there's nothing I could do. I'm also going through a really hard time, you know.
I understand that you're having a hard time, but please don't rely on me.
You're the only person I can ask, Maria. So anyway, please, just today, okay?
Hey, wait, Karen! She left her daughter and she was already gone. So I asked help from the other moms, and one said that she would follow after Karen in my place. When they found Karen and followed her, even though she said she was going to the hospital to visit her mom, of course she was headed towards downtown. When she met up with some young man, they disappeared into a hotel once again. When I realized that Karen was leaving her daughter with me in order to have an affair, my blood started to boil. Right around that time, some of my fellow moms that I was close with and I decided to go on a vacation together, and we reserved a luxury resort. Because I had a lot of stress built up because of Karen, I was ready to release that stress on the vacation, and I was really excited about it. However, Karen found out about it somehow, and she immediately called me.
Hello, Maria. I heard about the vacation. Take me with you.
When Karen said that she wanted to come, I told her what the trip was going to cost, and for a while she was silent.
There's no way I can pay that. Everyone could chip in to pay for me.
You want us to pay for you? Of course we can't do that. If you're going to come, do it with your own money.
Huh? I don't understand that. I'm asking you because I can't pay that. That's unfair that I'm the only one that doesn't go on vacation. Are you sure that is what moms should be doing to each other?
We're not trying to be unfair at all. If you can't pay, then don't come on this vacation with us.
Well, then you need to pay my trip expenses.
Huh? Why should I do that? I definitely can't.
But why not? I heard that your husband makes a high salary.
That has nothing to do with this.
If you have so much money, then you can easily pay for my trip expenses, can't you?
I'm telling you, no means no.
What the hell? How dare you leaving me out like that?
But even if you say that...
Fine, whatever. I'm gonna tell everybody that you were bullying me, Maria.
When I refused to pay her trip expenses, Karen started to retaliate. And whenever I would see her at preschool after that, it was very awkward. And so the longer way to the day of the vacation. All of us moms usually have our hands full with our children and barely got to be alone together, so we were on cloud 9. Even though it was a short trip of 3 days and 2 nights, we were able to enjoy the vacation to the fullest, and we made the best memories before we got back. And then 3 days later, out of nowhere, I got a confusing phone call from Karen.
Where are you?
I'm home. Why?
Don't lie to me. Even if you try to leave me out, I won't let this happen. So where are you?
Like I said, I'm home.
You don't think I don't know, but I do. You're on vacation right now, aren't you?
Huh?
I had no choice, so I at least paid for the transportation expenses. I'm at the airport already, so you can't run away now.
The trip was 3 days ago.
Huh? You're lying, aren't you?
I'm telling the truth. We came back a long time ago.
Are you serious? I was planning on having you pay for the hotel, so I only have $100 in my wallet. If you don't come to the airport right now, I won't have anywhere to stay tonight.
It's none of my business. I can't believe that you would try to intrude on our vacation you weren't invited to without even bringing money. I'm over it. You did all this to yourself, so please do something about it yourself. Goodbye. When I hung up the phone, she kept persisting with phone calls and messages. However, I was already over Karen from the bottom of my heart, so I ignored all of them. But then a few hours later, Karen's husband showed up at my house in a furious state.
So you're the one that set up my wife?
Set her up? Of course I would never do something like that.
Don't lie. I just got a call from my wife that the fellow mom set her up and left her all alone at the airport on the island.
Karen's husband came storming and furious for the wrong reasons, so when I explained the entire situation to him, he instantly went silent and awkwardly apologized. And then I also informed him of all of the inconveniences she had caused until now. And even though he knew she was coming home late, apparently she had told him that it was to take her daughter to see her parents, and her husband was shocked. I thought this was my only opportunity, so I put my foot down and showed him the video of her affair.
What is this?
This is Karen, immediately after she left Nancy at my home.
Who is this guy? Anyway, I'm terribly sorry about this.
Karen's husband seemed flustered as he apologized to me and went back home. After that, Karen's husband stopped answering the phone from her, and apparently she took out a loan at the vacation site and somehow made it back home. However, her husband knew about the affair, so he was furious. So even when she got home, she wasn't allowed in the house. She was kicked out straight away, and Karen had nowhere to go. She desperately tried to apologize to get her husband to forgive her, but it was all in vain. And 1 month later, they were already divorced. The guy she was cheating with ran away as soon as the husband found out, so their relation naturally dissolved. Not only was Karen sued for the settlement fee from her husband, he also got full custody of their daughter. So she lost her assets and her family was stuck living a lonely life. As for me, I was finally released of the troublesome actions of the selfish mom, and I was able to go back to my life with less stress. From now on, in order to not be thrown around by ill-mannered people anymore, I'm going to focus on my relationships with the moms I get along with and treasure their friendship.
How was today's video? If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Stay tuned for more.